Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 21. I just realized today that there are only 4 more episodes after this, because there's only 25 episodes in the season. So, we've only got 4 more episodes of Season 3, and that's disappointing, to say the least. Not that I think there should be more in this season, it's just I'm disappointed we're coming to the end of it already. Now, obviously, the next season will more than likely air next year, so we won't have to wait too long. But it's just like, it's sad that this is coming to an end. Now, episodes ago, I think like just after they finished the first part, or either that or right before they were going to finish the first part of the licensing exam, my theory was going to be that the next part of the licensing exam would take maybe a couple episodes, and then they would move on to like one final arc. But it appears that this licensing exam arc is longer than I thought, at least. And so, from what I can tell, I doubt they're going to have anything at the end of this, except maybe a little preview into what comes next, by having like this little like in-between kind of episode, or like a little aftermath of this arc. But the rest of this is clearly going to be continuing on with the licensing exam arc. And I mean, that's fine. I mean, this is a good arc, and I'm enjoying where it's going. So yeah, I'm fine with that. It's just, I honestly thought it was going to be over by now. I mean, again, no issue though. Now another thing, I don't know if you can even tell via the camera here, but I got a bit sunburned yesterday, so if I'm like rubbing my head or whatnot, that's why. It's not like super bad or anything. I thought it was worse than it was, but it's like, it was on mostly my arms and my face, and I wake up and everything, and it's like, it's pretty much gone on my arms, it looks like. Or at least it's definitely faded a bit. Because it was to a point where it's like my wrist and the rest of my arms were a completely different color, because I was wearing a wristband while at this event I was at. So they were like a completely different shade of my skin color, so. But now they've blended a lot more, and it's not as irritating to the touch and stuff, so. You can still tell it's there a little bit, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it could be. And my face, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad right now, but I mean, that could just be the camera. But yeah, so, today also, by the way, is Labor Day. And my dad has the day off. However, apparently there's this bowling tournament he's gone to, this morning, so that gives me time to record and everything. So I'm taking the opportunity and doing all of that as early as I can, getting everything I need to done. I'm going to be recording this, I'm going to be recording OKKO, and all of that jazz. And I'm also obviously going to be streaming as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this episode takes us, so we're just going to find out where it does. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we will begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so this was a very good episode. We finish off the provisional licensing exam by having the battle with Gang Orca. So they're fighting Gang Orca in order to, like, balance off rescue work with fighting villains. And so the way they do this is not like they're trying to do literally both at the same time. They delegate the roles between certain people. Some perform in the rescue roles, while others fight off Gang Orca and his followers, his sidekicks, basically. And it works out really well. Now, Gang Orca himself is mostly being taken care of by Todoroki and Inasa. However, their disdain for each other gets in the way, especially on Inasa's end. They start to fight and argue and just kind of mess each other up, and it causes both of them to end up getting paralyzed by Gang Orca's sonic wave. But in the end, they realize their mistake, and they realize that they can't let this feud with each other ruin their chances here. So they end up working together the best they can after having already been paralyzed, and do really well. Izuku ends up helping out some of the others. Ojiro's there. And then we see a couple of the others join in as well. We see Sue has mastered camouflage, which is fantastic. We see Tokiyami and the others come in at the end as well. But they don't do too much. I mean, the licensing exam ends at that point, and the episode ends with Izuku looking for his name on the list of those who passed. Because this big old list is posted, and it's quite a lot of people. Like, it's more people than I honestly thought would be on there. But Izuku's looking through the list, trying to find his name. And, yeah, at the end, he has, like, this moment. It's like, he has this, like, I don't know how to put it. It's not shock. It's, he just, like, has this exclamation. This verbal exclamation, and then it ends. It cuts off, which is a good way to do it. It's a great cliffhanger. And I can't wait for next week to see where that leads. It could mean either way. It could mean, okay, he's on the list, or he's not. Now, honestly, I believe he probably will be. I think it would just make sense for the narrative of the show at this point to have him gain his provisional license. I just really think it would. Now, as I said, not everyone from Class 1A is going to get it. I really do not think they will. But there are a few who I really think did exceptionally well. Bakugo, I think, is kind of on the edge. I do think he might not get it. Just because of, he was overly aggressive during the test from what we saw. Todoroki and Inasa, I feel, are kind of on the edge too, but I feel the good that they did outweighed the bad. Then there's ones who I think have the highest chance based on what we've seen now, and those are the likes of Sue, Tokiyami, Yaoyorozu, a lot of the class, actually, who actually did really exceptionally well from the little bit we saw of them. And it's implied that they really didn't have many screw-ups either. Now, I don't know for sure, because again, we didn't see all of what they were doing. They could have screwed up a lot more than we know. It's hard to say. But it was quite a big list. Like, if I go back to that, maybe I can find out exactly how many names are on there. Because it was a really legitimately big list. Oh, I'm trying to find it. I kind of want to know now, because there's 20 students in Class 1A. I don't think all of them have. I think that would be kind of cheap if they did. Okay. Let me try to count this. Oh yeah, all of them could have passed, though. Because there's 13 in a column. And let's see, okay, there's 5 full columns. So in those 5 full rows, sorry. Or no, there's 5 full columns, never mind. Because there's 5 columns that each have 13 rows in them. So those 13 rows times 5 columns are 65. And then there's 2 columns that have 12. So plus 24. So 89 total. The vast majority of the competitors in this final exam passed. Because there were 100 of them. There were 100 who went on to this stage. So only 11 failed. That's insane. The vast majority of those who went on to the second stage passed. I did not think that was going to happen. Now, as I said, Bakugo is kind of on the edge there. I think he might have been one of the 11 that failed, but I don't know for sure. It's hard to say, honestly. But I'm really interested to see, because otherwise, all of the Class 1A could have passed. Did they all? I don't know. We're just going to have to find out. I don't know if they'll talk about that specifically in the next episode, but we'll just have to find out. One thing to mention, though, is that I have heard people saying that the next episode is going to be really hype, and that it's something that they've been waiting for. I haven't heard the details, but I have heard people saying that they've been waiting for what's coming in the next episode. So I'm really, really excited to find out what that is. Like I said, there's 4 episodes left. Yeah, 4 episodes left. And that's going to close out the season. So whatever they're going to do in this next episode, that really interests me. Because how are they going to close this out with 4 more episodes? And what is this next episode going to be? Why is it going to be so hype? Because this seems like the point where they would put in kind of this filler stuff. Or just stuff to just, bridge the gap between arcs. But, I don't know. I just don't know at this point. But like I said, I am interested to find out. I am excited to find out. And we will do so. Now, this next Saturday, I am going to a friend's birthday party. But that's at night, so hopefully I should still be good. Hopefully I'll still be good to get things recorded. Well, MLP's already pre-recorded, but I should be good to get My Hero recorded on Saturday. If nothing else stops me. So yeah, that should be happening, and hopefully we did good this past week in keeping up with everything, so hopefully we'll do the same this week. In the meantime, though, I really did enjoy this. I really enjoyed this one. Tell me what you thought of this episode in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears along the way, you're still standing, live, love, laugh.